Folks, Black Bull Markets have 10 merch packs to give away to clients who sign up before the end of the year, including one of these trader keys. So to go in the draw, all you need to do is sign up with the link below this video or in the podcast description, and you'll go in the draw to win. It's that simple. And remember, folks, when you sign up to Black Bull Markets through the Trading Nut link below, you're going to get a 100% deposit bonus up to $1,000 on your first deposit. All you need to do is click the link in the description below the video or the podcast.
Good morning, guys. Hey, Adam. You guys hear me all right? Screen's all working? Yeah, it does. Morning, Mervyn. Joey, Johan. Hope everyone's well. How'd we get on yesterday? Hey, Peter. Looks like it's, again, another Asian session and early move. Already moving up to nearly 100 pips for the day. Gosh. Yesterday we moved between day open and up to London open. We moved 100 pips. Now we're getting close to that again today. And we're at a level of resistance. So can we see rejections again? Or we're going to see a breakout? Previous day, there was only 70 between London Open and Asian Open. Previous day before that was smaller. But then when we get down, what was this day? This day doesn't look like 100. Looks like 78. And Wednesday last week, this is a big one. So it looks like there is a little pattern. Oh, look at this Asian session. Jesus. Does look like a pattern that London doesn't have much of a sustained breakout if we move nearly 100 pips before. So that 100 pips is going to be this gray zone. So what's over to the left? Got this little area, which I don't think is going to cause too many problems. Let's look at a little bit closer detail. We've got heavy news, though. That's the problem today. So we'll go through the news in a minute. NAS is super choppy yesterday. NYSE open. Couldn't find it. Yeah, I couldn't really. I didn't really trade. Hey, Gara, how are you? I couldn't really find too much on NAS, but I was looking from the phone. For German 40, look into a short targeting a retest of the broken high. So I'm going to put something. I'm going to put like a little red zone just here for this little bit of consolidation. This is a little bit interesting. What it did in Asian session here. Then we pushed up, came down. It kind of sits on the base of this red of this. You can see it. You can see it. This gray, this really light gray area, because this is a little bit of structure to me. Now it broke through, retested. So I wonder if we get the initial reaction from this red area. After that, if we're breaking through here, there's clean traffic. So there's nothing happening there. Then we've got a little bit of another little red zone. Got a little market gap that we haven't addressed yet. See this little bit right here. Wonder what's going on there. And then, yeah, once we get above there, there's starting to get very little to look at to the left. All-time high is just above it. All-time high is sitting at 17,000. So we're some ways away from that. So we'll just explore what we're going to get when we're inside this area. Okay, now let's talk about the news that we have. So I'm going to get rid of this box. I'm kind of looking to see if we get that first reaction from something from here down to, yeah, I don't really know. I hesitate to do something like this, to draw something like that. Yeah. All right. So we'll see though, because one thing I would really want to speak about is for everyone to be a little bit careful. We have a lot of news. Okay. So we've got, I think this is going to dictate a lot into what Thursday is going to be. So tomorrow we've got Euro interest rates. So I'm kind of hoping for steady longs, I want to see all of these come in low. It'd be nice if they all come in low. I think we'll see steady news. The question is, there's two streams of thoughts here. All this PMI, all this manufacturing, all this services, all this, this can give an indication of the economy's health. And we know the economy is not in a good way. It is in a state of contraction. We've had consistently quite a few numbers in a row where they're coming in under 50. Now, the thing is good news, bad news for stocks, or is good news for stocks, or is bad news for stocks? So what I mean by that, sometimes bad news. So if we get bad news here, that's really good for stocks if investors are wanting the ECB to cut interest rates. If they want them to cut interest rates, then bad news is good news for stocks. But the other line of thought is, if this comes in bad, is bad news because it is really showing recession, and recession is bad for stocks. So that's the question. Is it bad news? Is bad news right now? Or is bad news good news? Morning, Marin. Elliot, good morning as well. Don, how are you? Cool. All right. So we're going to, then the thing is, well, with PMI, it's staggered. It's annoying. It's not like one event, 8:15, then 8:30, then 9, then 9:30. Then we get a bit of a break. Then we get Canadian interest rates, and then we get US PMI as well. So it's going to be a fun day. Expect it to be quite choppy and a bit wild. So at this level now, damn, still got 15 minutes as well. What was that, Glenn? It's because it's been tested, like this area getting clean. This was the test. Yesterday's London high. So the next area was this bit. Now, yesterday, can you believe yesterday got all over back down to that fixed line? Where's today's? Today's is so gold's kind of in a bit of a range. So German, I'm just waiting and seeing for now. Gold is, it's just been pretty sideways, kind of stuck in here. So I'm kind of going to wait and see. My focus is on German today. Wait and see for gold what we're doing at this level. Want to be able to, yeah, I don't really have a plan yet for gold being inside of this range. So I'll leave that one alone for now. NAS, I really like where we're at. 17,500. Nice little round number, but we're at all-time highs. So it's got nothing left to the left to look at. So I am kind of just waiting to see what price is doing. Don't want to buy it, obviously. We're at all-time high, but I don't want to sell it as well because we're in a very bullish trend, especially after this. So what I'd rather wait for, if I'm going to sell, I'd like kind of see a fast move, and then I think we probably can come back to this area, but I need more detail in here. So for me, the best bet for now is just focusing on German. Joey, do I think the massive bullish move end of last night might play into that sort of decision made to correct some of that based on what I said? You mean this move up here? From German 40 in this bit? Oh, last year. End of last year. Sorry, I meant last night. Well, it's all been driven on optimism at the moment. So it's difficult to say when that's going to happen, but likely there is a market correction would be welcome. But it depends on what this was being driven by, because normally the market does rise with inflation, and especially the German stock market, they did have periods of subdued growth all through here as well, with Brexit worries and that. So it's definitely not as overvalued as their counterpart of the US, and they are correlated. But a lot of some of the main companies in the German 40 integrated into the US. So like your SAP, so they would rise alongside with the US ones. So it's difficult to say what they do. What you need is like a little air bubble of disruption to come through, and once that can cause more fear, more doubt, then we can get that correction. Until then, I would say it's just you're better off looking for longs overall, unless you're doing on the day trade sort of scalp side, because then you can easily get sells in the day. But longs, you definitely is easier. It's smoother to ride the market up. But on these scalp sessions, we'll just pick the trade that makes sense for this particular time, like today. German, what I like about German is on these scalping, on these day trade sessions that we do, is that pretty much every single day there's going to be an up move and there's a down move. So we took buys, just little small buys, which was good yesterday. But then there was definitely sell opportunities, and then we took a buy again. Then the day before, this day, we took sells, and there were buys to be had. So buyers and sellers can win almost every day on German 40. That's why it's such a nice asset. So we don't really need it to correct a whole bunch of. We don't need it to correct, technically. So. All right, did anyone take anything off of this little level? It's a bit early for me, but I'm sure people took some sells from the red zone. It was a good zone. You see the size as well. 100 pips seems to be, when you get above 100 pips, it's more likely you're closer to sells than you are to continuation longs. Who took that? Who took that little sell from the red zone to follow this? Nice, Maron. Joey did. Good one. Good job. Nice early one again. Liquidity candle. Okay, 5 minutes left. So where did the candle open? This blue one. This blue one was your Frankfurt open. So we're just creating the top wick still for the 1 hour, for the 30 minute. 15 minute will be turning bearish. Okay, back to the monthly level. Gosh. 20 pips already. Okay, and there's that monthly level. That is it going to hold or is it going to fall through? So in the fast move, this was the fast part of the move, often the false move. So when you get those big clean candles like these clean candles down, then you get that correction back up. The only little trade I got yesterday in NAS was really late. It was when I was it was during bath time over here. So we had London high, we had New York temporarily break above. Then I missed all of this. I did check the price during the day to see where we were at London close time for me for between 4 and 5, but it was nowhere near like a decent level that I liked. The price is just consolidating, so I didn't do anything. And then it was bath time, so when we're getting ready, I saw my alert that I had because I was looking for price at this between 4 and 5 time to either come up to an area of resistance or break underneath the NYSE low. So I had alerts going, and then this alert went off just before we gave the bath time, and I saw clean candles. So the only trade I got on this one was a little sell from, where was it? Wasn't very good. It only got I was able to get some profits out of it, but not many. So this run up very late, going into the bond and treasury auction. So you get volatility around this time, and this is the candles that triggered my alert. So I sold from here, targeting. I was hoping that we're going to break through and continue all the way down. First target was just here. So then as price hit it late in the bath as I was finishing this one here. That one there hit my partial take profit, and then the runner got stopped out. I was hoping to get all the way back down, and then after that it just bounce, and then just flew off. Yeah, and that was it. Evening time. H4 HCS, yeah. Yeah, you're using this wick and this wick, aren't you? As a reaction zone. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean that was a good one. Nice little move, first touch from that little resistance area. Gave a good little reaction. Bounced off the monthly level. These monthly levels are great. Okay, we've got 1 minute 15 seconds now to the open. It's not going to be like yesterday. Yesterday we're closing above the resistance, so London just gave it a nice little pop. This one, the difference now is that we pulled back pre-London. So London can spike up and then could grab liquidity, and then it's a real question mark, because then in 15 minutes time we're going to start getting the first batch of these PMI results. So that was the only clean little move for now. I'm interested to see what price does at this level. Oh, I'm on the 1 minute. No, I'm on 5 minutes. That's right. Because this is structure. We've got a little bit of clean run up, and then the price pushed up, made a little resistance, came down, made a little support, pushed up, and then sat on this level for a bit. Now this is an area of liquidity, little pocket, line underneath your Euro low, your Frankfurt open. So this could be a liquidity area. Oh my gosh. So I'm careful of sharp moves above, but I'm preferring to look for sells here at some stage. And like maybe not right this point, but my bias to look for something, even if it's going to be like a quick move. Could I reserve the right to change my mind on that one? If depending on what price is doing, and it's see a clean, easy move. Oh damn, man, yeah. It's that clean candle area. So what are you guys' thoughts? Yeah, I'm waiting. I need to be very patient on this one. I don't have an. Sorry, mate. Go on. Yeah. PMI day can be quite choppy because quite often you can get a good and a bad result, so it can be mixed. So I want to take sells. But the buys may be easier to take. But this area being clean traffic, I don't want to take a sell here as much as this could just fall. The issue I have today is that I know I don't have a ton of time. It's we've got to make ready. We've got to go to the Portuguese embassy today, so I've got to go over and get it sorted out. We just got to get a passport sorted, make her a citizen. So we tried to do it when we were in Portugal, but Portugal is basically this shape, and we stay here, and we went to the government office that you register births, but because she was born in the UK, they said you've got to go to a different one and Lisbon is up here. And we thought we're going to go to Lisbon. So we thought, oh, well, when we go to Lisbon, then we'll get it sorted. But then she said the only one for UK births is up here in Porto. So that's the one you've got to go to in person. So that wasn't going to happen. So now we've got to go to the one back here in the UK. We thought it'd be easier to do it in Portugal. Oh, and Spain's up here. You guys, sick minds. Man Khan, good morning. Hey, Hannah. Morning, Dave. Bummer. It was here, wasn't it? Or was it one of these ones? Yeah. Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's good. There's no point in holding drawdown. That's what I'm looking at as well. So just being careful with this spot. So I'm going to sort of look to the left now to see exactly what's holding price up. Why is it not having that clean move up to this next little red zone, next sell zone? So looking across this blue line. What about the 1 hour time frame? No. Okay. Oh, did you blur it? Is that what the blurred part was? Send it unblurred. I won't put it on the feed. Yeah, I don't know what's holding price up here. Oh, yeah. I kind of think it's giving everyone a real good look for people to start selling it already. And I wonder if the move's going to now push up. Well, that's roughly where this box is, isn't it? Yeah, I'm keen to be patient here. It's just giving people a good look to get themselves plenty of time. Now it's just going to keep on driving. Yep. Hello. All right. Pretty exciting start. Look, there was fast moves, and then the last 9 minutes or so, we've been caught in a holding pattern. Oh, sorry, I missed that. What is Trader Keys? I saw that Trader Keys. That looks like a Magic Keys ripoff. Like, it looks identical. Yeah, saw an ad for it. I don't know how much it is. If they, I don't think you can buy it yet. I think you can only put your name down to be contacted for it, or be on the list. What did you say? To sweep. Yeah. Now does it sweep it? So the issue is we're making these high lows as well into it. Got a little 1 minute liquidity candle. And a little one. No, don't have any sort of like two candles. Yeah, two candle engulfings. Where's Bruce Lee? He put some levels in the Discord. Oh my god, I saw what you sent me. What bullshit. Yeah. Well, yes, man. Now I'm sick. Now I've lost my appetite. Yeah. All right. Where is? So midnight New York. So Bruce Lee was discussing the potential for a pullback to this level. Yeah, I really like that. Really like that idea, Bruce Lee. If you're watching on the stream, same this one. Midnight, NY. Can I share Bitcoin levels? No, I haven't looked at that chart. Oh, damn it. That's kind of what I was saying. Kind of don't want is this. Quite often you get this. Good numbers, bad numbers. So not good. They're not good numbers. Good numbers is over 50, but above expectation and below expectation. The German's the big one. So another 15 minutes for the big one. So now we're bang our head against this area for the third time. But so I'm prefacing sells to sweep a lot of this trend line liquidity. But I'm not looking for sells just yet here. This is a point of interest. This is I should say this is more of a point of interest. This one is more of a zone of interest, and this is a big zone of interest. So I'd like to see candles more or less like this one. That timing is going to be critical. Obviously, I don't want to enter just before news, but I do want to see those kind of candles either here, 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 here. Then I can give them shots to take down. Euro, I did gold earlier. Euro, I don't do. Johan, price and a consolidation just before the news. Possibly. Derek, yo. Yeah, another day. Another beautiful day. This is that triple top sweep potentially. Getting super close to that little zone. Kind of want to see this trend line broken, don't you? Yeah. See why it's important to really like just take trades from your levels. Try not to get caught up when you got price hesitating and hovering in an area like this. It's better to wait afterwards, but this is the double top. This is the sweep. So that's a nice little move. I didn't take it myself. Got a straight bat today. There's a doji low. So clean candle. Sorry, imbalanced candle. So here to here. The reaction. Oh. Really? Don't know what's going on with financial juice today. Is it working for you? I get it working. Oh, thanks, Gilbert. Normally it just never asks me to do that. I don't know. I'll leave it for now. You must be having a field day, Glenn. Oh, I see. Come on, man. This is a little bit boring. Can you hear that in the background? She's in a little swing. Four-minute candle looks lovely. Can we get anticipation entry from this liquidity candle? We've got the doji, got the 4-minute candle. Can we see something drive up again and react from this level? And then we'll just take it down at least to like this gray area. Yeah, I agree, Pablo. I'll remove this thing for now. So we've got just under 5 minutes for the German news. Nice 30 pip little move from this level. Did you take that one, Tom? You caught some of it. Good one. Yeah, the 4 minute looked lovely. Yeah, 1 minute. Ivan's got his eye on 1 minute. Certainly seem to see selling pressure. So it's pretty important to see this double top and the sweep, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 3 minutes, 37. We've got the German news. Could you please give us the Zoe and point numbers? So I will be able to just be mindful because I know that you're not using the Pepperstone feed. So the numbers that I give are going to be slightly different on what you're looking at. So that's why it's good to like look at the what it looks like. Sorry, can you say on your charts, you'll probably be able to see this little swing on the 5 minute, this neckline. Tell me what that neckline is on yours. Then I can just give you the price based on what yours would be. So this neckline, what is it? For me, it's 16, 7, 8, 3, 0.8. Oh, thanks, Marin. So 794. So it's about 10 pips off, 10 pips different pricing. So then the this zone is going to start from 16,830 to 16,838, more or less. This one here is going to be 16,861 on your charts. This monthly level will be 16,770. And this gray area is going to be 16,780. Everything's just plus 10. Yeah. So I was always careful to like put, when you put targets in. I've done that before when I've multiple brokers just put on the same trade level as my Pepperstone and realized the prices were very different. Might take the imbalance first. Yeah, so this is definitely not the low. This is one thing that I'm really comfortable with trading, is that when London opens, I said this a couple of times, we didn't get it the last few days, like yesterday, Monday, or last Friday, but we got it a number of times last week. When London opens with no bottom wick, that's not the low of London. So you can trade down to that no wick candle, because the probability is very, very, very high probability that that this is not the low. The London low will be later on. That's a gift. That's one of those gimme trades. Is that you're going to have a bunch of setups. The longer you last in trading, the longer you can survive. This is the PMI news. I'll talk about this later. This is the PMI now. So what did we get? Come on, man. Oh, mixed. Damn it. Oh, it has a gap up, does it, Maron? With bottom wick. So good numbers for manufacturing. So it's starting to flip, because before it was a lot of the time it was bad numbers for manufacturing, but services took a long time before they started. So all of this area is upside down. So we're getting always good services, bad manufacturing. That's a big miss on services. Manufacturing is quite a big jump up. It's almost like it's 1.7, the difference for both. Mixed data. Damn it, man. It's not what I want. You want one-sided. Either side. Don't care what it is. If you get one-sided news, either all good or all bad. How I was saying before, bad news is, we don't know if bad news is bad news or good news, or bad news is good news for interest rate decisions. But regardless, you want one-sided. If you get one-sided results, you get much cleaner moves either direction, and we don't really care for direction. But when it's mixed like that, it's you don't really get clean moves. I'm still, because of this, I'll still look for sells. So what I was saying is that the longer you can last in trading, the longer you can maintain risk management enough, or maintain the motivation to continue to learn, you'll start seeing some like A+ setups or easier setups that the probability is much higher than some other setup. So for me, when I see something like that, that is an easy setup appearing. That when you see a move that London Open starts with no bottom wick, just pushes straight up, that it's going to make a new low at some stage during the day. The doesn't have to be always, but the probability is very, very, very high. So attacking that is looking for price to react at a zone of interest above price to go back down. Other times for other equities, a good move is between 4 and 5 p.m. UK time for a reversal. If price moves more than your typical ATR and it's at a zone of interest or resistance between this 4 or 5 p.m. time, and you see a candle like this one, then the probability is reversal for like, say, 50 pips. I don't know if this guy's trolling me or not. He says, black screen, no charts. No, there's always someone there that says, oh, there's no sound, or someone that says I can't see a screen, or it's frozen, or now another one saying my network, maybe there is chart. Oh, wait, no, he's talking. Yeah, thank you, Aftermath. There's always someone that says it. And it's always on that other. It's always on because I think he's got much more exposure. Heaps more exposure than my YouTube channel. So what happens is I think you get more trolls when they've got like heaps and heaps of subscribers. Someone like maybe a bot or something that comes on and just does it. I don't know, but it's frustrating. All right, are we going to see a sell? Sorry, I shouldn't clear my throat without muting. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you, Ian. All right, my entry criterias. Rarely will I just sell impulsively for a reason. Unless I'm really anticipating something, what I prefer is to see basically a candle like this one, this red one, for sells. Doesn't have to be on the 5-minute time frame. You might see on the 1-minute time frame. I do prefer it on the 3-minute or plus time frame. It's a little bit more higher quality than the 1 minute, 2 minutes. But if it's a really sensitive area, 1 minute is probably going to be your best bet, because sometimes the 3-minute, by the time you wait for that 3-minute candle to close, it could push down already so much, and you would have seen like a 1-minute entry. It'll be personal preference. I'm not convinced yet though on this area. I'm not convinced with this high. Full disclosure. So I'm waiting to see what this is going to do. So because it's mixed news, I really would have liked to have seen just both under expectations or above expectations. But at the moment, it's kind of just still grinding higher and higher and higher. So price is still trending. Need to see some sort of sign of sellers exhaustion. This is the first sign. It's showing that this is a good level. So if we can get something that's rejecting and they're starting to push down, breaking lows, there might be a good chance to get that scalp. But we are in uptrend. Got to be careful because we are counter. Say that again, mate. Okay. It's almost kind of getting tired of saying all-time high. This was all-time high. This was all-time high. That was all-time high. That was all-time high. That was all-time high. That was all-time high. That's all-time high. Yeah. Yeah, valuations are insane. So, Tom, you been listening to Stephanie Pomboy and DiMartino Booth? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they don't add value to the economy. Yeah. So there was 2021 huge revisions to the downside, but that was COVID year. 2022 coming out of COVID year, there was massive revisions to the upside. Then we had last year, average revision, I think, was minus 49,000, I believe, from memory. So what that's saying is that the average jobs created last year that are reported are 249,000, 249K, I think. I think by memory that's the number. That's how many jobs were created per month. Now, the average revision was minus 46K, something like that. So that puts job growth at 200. So if the Fed are looking at how robust the economy is in the job market, that is a misleading number, and that is closer to the real number. And this number is close to stalling the economy when you've got only that much creation, because the way that they calculate the numbers as well. So the whole key to the interest rate cuts that I believe are going to be interest rates being cut are good for the stocks is if are the Fed cutting the rates because they can or because they have to. That's the key. So if they're having to cut because they have to, that's going to be bad for the stock market. If they're cutting because they can and inflation is coming down to their mandate and they want to soften conditions, that's going to be good for the stock market. Yeah, they're going to cut no matter what. It's an election year, and they're not going to tell you exactly the reason. There's going to be a whole bunch of contradiction for sure. And on average, the stock market posts between 8 to 10% returns on election years. The year after, so let's say 2025, the results between stock market growth is about 50-50, whether it's a up year or down year. But there's about an 80% in all the election years gone by. There's an 80% probability that we post gains. Now, the thing is, the stock market's nearly gained. The stock market since January 5 in the US has already gained, or looking at NAS anyway, NAS has put on about 9% already since like it pulled back. It pulled back in the first 3 days of the year, and then it's posted a 9% gain, basically straight up from that low. Obviously, for the year to date, it hasn't posted 9%. It's probably close to 5%. So it's going to be a very interesting year. But I'm bullish. I'm bullish overall with it this year. For investing, I'm bullish this year. All right. Did anyone who took this one? Why'd you take this first one? Okay. So that at the start of the year, they were predicting the Fed have always maintained three rate cuts. The market had priced in 6 rate cuts. Now the market's priced in 4. So they're getting closer and closer to expectations. Here we go. Take the low out. There could be some scaling opportunities coming up. If we can take this low out and we can push into this area, if these rebounds are shallow, we could see price push all the way down. Previous London. More or less, yeah. Just underneath. It's basically the low, yeah. Yep. There we go. So we see how we've made the low now, guys. Write this down as part of your playbook. That London opens, no bottom wick. You're going to make later on. You're going to break that low. Same as if we open no top wick, then you trade back up to break that. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, Nick, you got it. Close 50% of your trade. Rest of target Frankfurt low. Yep, nice one. Where did you enter, Nick? Tom, fantastic, mate. That's really, really good. Look at the equity curve. Look at the growth. That's nice. It's nice that you get like the downs and then you see the recovery. Down, little recovery, down, trending down at that stage, but then you recover. So it's a normal trader curve. People that just post this, you want to see periods of drawdown and then recovery. It doesn't have to always break highs, but you still want to see this. You don't want to see you do want to see like good up moves, even though you got the down moves. 16,805. You took the anticipation, didn't you? Anticipation. This is a resistance. Rejecting, flipping. Good one. Confirmation on the M1. Beautiful. These two. Really good, buddy. Yeah, the other option, the one I took, was you got a better entry. Mine was underneath here. So, but that's there was an entry for everyone. So this is the cowboy, anticipation / confirmation, waiting for the confirmation candle. Now, if we haven't hit a target, I don't think we've hit target yet. There could be a chance for a late entry. Yeah, it hasn't given late entry yet. It's when it comes up and then gives you a resistance. Oh, you've had a couple of shocking weeks, Nick. Hey, you've got those coaching sessions to use as well. Don't forget you've got them to catch up. And especially you guys in the Zoom. Also, if you've had a shocking week or two, do just drop me a line, and we can even just jump on a Zoom together. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I won't charge you. not like it's just a motivation. You're in the group for a reason. If I don't hear, it's can feel really lonely. I am here to help. Yeah, cool. Johan's sell limit at the 50% of the fair value gap. You're talking about which one? You're talking about here or here? Oh, wait a sec, guys. I've got to grab something. I've got to grab my passport. Give me a second. Alrighty. So we've had 2 different days, today and yesterday. What we've learned, I'm gonna have to get going in a tick. It's gonna take us a while to drive over. Yesterday's move. Okay. Yesterday's move was lovely, clear trend. I don't normally take the breakout move, but price pushed up into, like, it was breaking and we took the breakout trade up to, there was a resist. I had a zone here. Then it gave a lovely rejection wick after a clear trend. There was opportunities for sells here. Very different kind of setup. The setup today that I want people to think about is when no bottom wick and get good volatility, just move straight up. That's not the low. That's not the low. So you want to trade down. You want to look for zones of interest above price and trade down to at least this to make a new low for the session. That's a good setup to look for. Okay, the open is 8 a.m. UK time. Write that down, backtest it, tell me what you think. If you look at, say, the 30-minute chart, and this is something you can go and easily go and backtest a whole bunch, is that if you're focusing on the London session, notice how the London session are these pink boxes. Is that the tops and the bottoms of the pink boxes have wicks. Okay, there's always wicks. Tops and bottoms have wicks. Okay, tops, bottoms, top, bottom. You guys follow what I mean? Top, bottom have wicks. Top has a little wick, bottom has a wick, top has a wick, bottom has a wick. So there's a good example. See how that it opened, no bottom wick. Then price, you trade down and it makes a new low. If it has a wick on the open, then that setup's not the one for today. But you don't look for that particular setup. Top, bottom, it's got a little wick, wicks. So you might be tempted to say that opened a no wick and went straight down, but it has a wick. It has a wick. It's when there's no wick. The probability is if there's no wick, like the London they have wicks either side. Try find me. It does happen when there are, I think there's a couple I've seen when there's no bottom wick and it's just gone straight up. But that's not the probability. The probability is wicks either side. So, okay, so that makes sense. That's a setup. Doesn't happen every day, but when it does happen, that's a trade opportunity. What are you going to say, Tom? Oh. Oh yeah, so there's that little cluster one, wasn't it? Yeah, it's one of those setups that if it appears on the day, like be aware of it. So it's not something that happens every day, but when you do see it, it's a gift. There are going to be quite a few setups that are gifts. All right. I'll watch the 9 o'clock PMI, but then I'm gonna have to make a move. I did gold earlier. What I was looking for. People that are asking about gold. It's in a tough area. Tough area inside of this range. Well, anyway, when I was looking at it back around this time, this was really, you don't want to trade inside of this. Maybe with prices in here, if you're looking for it to leave, go the breakout, or you think it's going to be the fake out. At least it's at an interesting level now. But back here, there's no reason to look at it. Okay, got one more minute to see what this news is. Johan's entry got triggered. Yeah, let's see if it just falls. Love to see it just push through. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah. Okay. I guess some bad numbers come on. Bad numbers are good numbers, just not bad and good. See, check this out. 9 a.m. UK time, they just came out, and these guys already have the release. See, it came out at 09. How do they write this upload if the number just came out? You tell me that. So the news comes out a few minutes before. This is why sometimes price action leads those numbers. Something to think about. I've seen some of these reports, and they've actually given some commentary as well about the numbers, saying, and the release was bang on when it was scheduled to release. How's that work? My screen's not clear. It's clear. Not sure if that's another one. Anyway, I'm hoping that price can make its way down, and then might take some time, but I really like to see some momentum to continue pushing lower. If we're really holding here, it's kind of going to be a bit crappy to watch. But I think once it breaks, we should get some momentum, hopefully down to at least this area, at least to this zone. It'd be nice to see, but we are fighting an uptrend. But I'm hoping we can get down to this stage. The very least was to make it back down to break that London low, to extend monthly levels, holding a little bit of problems. But if we can get something to close under here, close under the London high to the left, I think we should be able to get that little 20 pip further move down. I'm gonna have to go though, guys. I need to scoot. I've got to get ready and then get Maddie to Manchester. So you have to change the resolution. My resolution is good. You have to change your resolution. I'll see you guys later, okay?